A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the News1st studios here in Colombo. I'm Bernadine Jazz Singha. Let's now take a look at headlines. Strike action launched by the Hambantota Port employees continues. 5 persons who were unaccounted for found in Nalatanya. 4 persons arrested in Trincomalee with 140 kilograms of Kerala ganja. Revenue collected through air travel following cyclone Varda doubles. The strike action launched by the employees of the Hambantota Port entered its 8th consecutive day today.
A group of 5 employees have left for Colombo this morning to hold discussions with the subject minister. Deputy Commissioner at the Commission of Labour attached to Hambantota held discussions with the protesting employees in order to resolve the issues surrounding their recruitment. The foreign ship, which neared the Hambantota harbour yesterday, is currently docked at the main port premises. The vessel had entered Sri Lankan waters to collect motor vehicles for re-export purposes. Amidst the strike action launched by the Hambantota Port employees, the Navy has rendered its assistance in boarding the vehicles to the vessel. Meanwhile, issuing a notice, the general manager of the private company attached to the Magam Ruhanapura port, addressed to the port employees, had notified that if the employees fail to report to work by the 15th of this month, the company will consider the post have been vacated.
Employees of the Attanagala Multi-Services Cooperative Society are currently staging a protest calling for their removal of the society's chairman. The protesters have been staging the demonstration, blocking the Ditapur-Katunayaka main road at the cooperative junction.
Charges relating to the misuse of funds and several other offences have been levelled at the chairman of the Attanagala Multi-Services Cooperative Society. Protesters have been calling for the resignation of the chairman. The police were forced to restrict the flow of traffic along the Nitambua-Katunayaka road to 1 lane. Heavy traffic congestion has been reported in the area due to the protest.
When inquired the chairman of the Attanagala Multi-Services Cooperative Society, he said that the manager of the filling station should be interdicted until the conclusion of the preliminary investigation into a stock of fuel which has gone missing from the filling station in question. He also added that the Multi-Services Cooperative Society is under the opinion that credible investigations need to take place in order to nab the perpetrators. He added that they have made a request to the authorities to help bring the 4.3 million rupee fraud to light. Moving on to more local news, Air Traffic Controllers Association says that most amount of air travel within the Sri Lankan airspace was recorded during the past 2 days.
Secretary of the association, Sarjuna Handragama, said that since the Chennai airport was temporarily closed down, air traffic was directed over Sri Lankan airspace. 182 flights flew through the Sri Lankan airspace on the 12th of this month alone. The Secretary of the Air Traffic Controllers Association said that the flights which fly through the country's airspace on a normal day is between 80 and 90. A majority of the flights had been directed to Far East Asia and the Middle Eastern countries. There had also been a record increase of air travel through the country's airspace yesterday as well. He said that this had resulted in the doubling of revenue collected through air travel.
The group of 5, including 2 females who were reported missing in the forest area in Nalatanya, Hatton, were rescued at around 7:10 this morning. Military spokesperson Brigadier Roshan Senivaratna said that the group was rescued by officers of the Police Special Task Force. Search operations commenced on Monday following a 119 call from the group stating that they had lost their way in the forest. 3 teams, including 1 army team, were engaged in conducting the search operations. With that, moving on to another local news, 4 persons have been arrested for gem mining in the Mihintale Pahala Millava area. The arrest was made at dawn today upon a tip-off received by the Crimes Investigations Unit of the Mihintale Police. The police say that the equipment, including a hand tractor used for mining gems, was seized. The arrested suspects, who are residents of Amblipitia, Halmillava, Balisara and Polonnaruwa, are scheduled to be produced before the Anuradhapura Magistrate Court. 4 suspects have been arrested by the Trincomalee District Anti-Corruption Unit in the Nila Valley Beach for the possession of 140 kilograms of Kerala ganja. Police said that the suspects were arrested earlier this morning while loading the Kerala ganja into a van from a boat. Police added that the suspects had planned to transport the stock of cannabis to the Carboning area. A correspondent said that the van was also taken into custody. The arrested suspect will be produced before the court today. 2 persons who were charged with transporting a stock of timber were arrested in Palavia, Karaba, Putlam. The suspects were arrested by the Putlam Park Rangers following a tip-off this morning. The wildlife authorities say that a stock of satinwood and teak were found aboard the lorry. The suspects are scheduled to be produced before the Putlam Magistrate Court today. With that, we wrap up Lunchtime News. I'm Bernadine Jazz Singha. Have a wonderful day. Take care.